It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Ravens and the Chiefs under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight we wrap up a great Sunday here in Super Wild Card Weekend, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And able to get this out to the 25. The Ravens offense going to work. And as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And when you think about his performance this year, you have to have nothing but admiration the way that he passed his team into the playoffs. They threw it around so well in the regular season. But in this game, the elements may affect them. I think they'll continue to fling it around until the weather slows them down. And if it doesn't, they'll continue to show the style that they've shown throughout the season.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. He'll look to throw. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw caught by Flowers. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. That one into the hands of Flowers. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Jackson now. This is caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. And finally stopped, but what a return all the way down to the 40.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one caught by Rice. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 5-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down.
Pacheco. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The 4-yard line.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we got no shot. You got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
Well, he brings it in off the deflection. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. That is caught, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 22. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. Incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, throw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Sanders' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Got an open man that time. They end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Jackson on 2nd down. It's caught. This is White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st down, Baltimore.
They'll run on 1st down. Colvin, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn the pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
It's a gain of 1. Makes it 3rd and inches.
Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now an option play on second down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
But not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 13 yards out.
And the Ravens are once again back in front. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson, option right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards.
Second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Jackson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And Jackson throwing once more.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Colvin. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Tucker's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we're in halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this Sunday. One more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up a very exciting 3 days of Super Wild Card Weekend. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the 3rd quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, Let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. And he will have the Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard
And again, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now here's Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
63 yards receiving for him now. That last catch good enough for a first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on standing with double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
They'll try the left side. Colvin, room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 1.
Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Here's Jackson to throw.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Chiefs 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
2nd down and 8.
We're back now in KC. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4.
Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be fielded at the 17. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Jackson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On first down, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter.
That is intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
Mahomes to throw it. He's got his man. It's Hyatt.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
Mahomes firing complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
This is 1st and 10. Mahomes.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbound.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play. And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand, taking a knee. And guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step.
The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.